Good afternoon, my name is Derek McIntyre, Director of Improve Associates Limited. This video is part of the LOT3 Be Management Ready tender and application. I will be very honest and upfront. I have not tendered for anything like this before, so I'm brand new to this whole process. Therefore, in terms of the information that I provide, it may be slightly different from those who've got a little bit more experience. But hopefully you can bear with me and the information will be of great use to you in terms of what I provide. Operationally experienced, I've had 39 years working with some of what I would class excellent companies. I've worked across semiconductors, defence electronics, subcontract electronics, medical, fibre cable, building products and automotive. And I've also worked across the UK, Italy, Hungary, Austria, time in Mexico, time in US. So I've gained an awful lot of experience in different technologies, different companies, different cultures, both from the company point of view and also from a cultural point of view within the country. All of those have added to my own experience that I gained in terms of how to work with people, particularly around leadership, how to get the best out of people. So I've been very lucky, I believe, in terms of working for some fantastic companies. I've worked twice for Motorola, I've worked for Jabil Circuits, I've worked for a range of companies that have been forward thinking in terms of technology, processes and also leadership and people development. And some of those companies have been in the tens of thousands of people and some also have been in the tens of people. I've worked for businesses that have been 30 people, for example. So therefore I'm aware and can transfer the skills and the backgrounds and the experiences from the larger into the smaller and vice versa, because all companies have something to offer. So I'm not only used to working with the larger companies, I'm used to working with corporate and also I've had time with private equity companies as well. One of the many big sort of pluses I would think is I worked for a private equity business that had recently bought out a private company, 40 years old at that time. And I was brought in to basically transform the manufacturing side. Not only transform it in terms of its approach to processes, but also in terms of people and culture. And for that, we worked really hard. We had a great management team. We put a lot of time and effort into developing them. And that was recognised in many ways, first of all by customers, but also externally by some of the awards that we actually won. And in that time, I became a board member of that company. The presentations that I have included are not possibly the normal that you would expect, but they show that I have an ability to communicate with people at different levels. I have broken down in those presentations the format, the standard, and the process that I went through, both from a transformational position in terms of operations, but also secondly in terms of coaching, in terms of how to actually get the best out of people. I'm also a judge for the Manufacturer of the Year Award and have been so since 2014. And what that has done is it's basically given me access to probably some of the best organisations and companies within the UK and allowed us to go in, talk to the people, learn from them, kick the tires if you like, and also steal some of the ideas that they have, but always telling them that we're stealing them and that we do so with pride in terms of what's actually happening. I'm also a member of a range of organisations. Recently I was a member with the Institute for Turnaround. I'm currently a member of the Institute of Directors and sit on the National Council for members where we monitor how the board works. And I've also been a lay council member for the Law Society of Scotland since 2017 and sit on their finance subcommittee and also a pension trustee. As a coach, I'm qualified to ILM 7. I've been coached twice in my own career, so I understand the benefits of that. And I'm accredited to provide analysis and undertake DISC, which is personal profile analysis, emotional intelligence, Myers-Briggs, Belbin, Career Driver, and a whole range of other tools, many of which I will use as and when appropriate. I'm currently working with clients who range across the UK, Sweden, Singapore, Germany, Poland, etc., typically online as you can imagine, but that also allows me to basically gain experience in terms of how to communicate with people using that medium if required, always preferring face-to-face as being the way of working. And some of those companies have ranged from AstraZeneca, LHH, Restore and Arqiva. So I would like to think the information I've provided here for you will be sufficient and satisfactory to allow you to gain a better appreciation of who I am, some of my background, and it will add in with the information that I've already provided. Thank you.